of February 2026. My name is Kurt Bell, and this is my daily Good Life meditation, a live video broadcast exercise that I do every morning at 5:30 a.m. to remember, reflect upon, and apply the values outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can read for free at goingalone.org. I also use this time to think about yesterday and how I did with the challenges that I met. Did I do well? Did I do poorly? How can I learn and improve? I also go over my plans for the day. And but before I do any of that, I'd like to get started by welcoming new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. I'm Kurt, a 60, almost 62-year-old American living in Japan. I, I want to give a big thank you to my YouTube subscribers and my Patreon supporters and my members on YouTube as well. And finally, this is a journal entry. So as such, I'm at liberty to talk about any subjects that I want. I do read and respond to comments. I usually check the first couple of comments to make sure the audio is working, there's no technical issues, and then I'm off to the races. And then I'll circle back and read and respond to comments when I'm done. Let's get started. So and one more disclaimer. I do sometimes talk about my own expectations for death, which has a way of making people uncomfortable. So just heads up, I might talk about that. I'll certainly mention it, but I won't. I might sometimes I go into more detail. All right. First, looking at my notes for yesterday, there's not a lot of in terms of notes from yesterday. It simply says safe and resting all day. This is because allergy season has arrived with a vengeance here in Japan. I was really overtaken with allergies on Monday. So on Tuesday, I was able to fortify myself with medicine and a mask. I went to town, did my work down there. But yesterday, I hid in this room all day with the air filter running and just watched there was a great storm yesterday that came through. Watched the rain and listened to the rain and watched the river and thought about all the pollen being washed from the air, hoping that today will be a better day. I didn't take medicine last night, and this morning I woke up feeling the allergies. You might even be able to see it in my eyes right now. So I just took my meds now, and I think I'm ready and fortified for the day. I will be going downtown. Today's Thursday, so it's a working day for me. But work means an hour and a half of work downtown doing the English club with the school where I work. So it's not a very intense thing, and it's kind of fun. I would frankly do it even if they didn't pay me. Um, it's a very interesting group, and I won't. I can feel myself being like pulled off into a tangent to talk about work. I really do enjoy my job. Leave it at that. And I don't like to typically talk about work in my videos, unless it's in a tangential, general way. By tangential, I mean tangential, leading into a broader topic that doesn't have to reflect too much on my actual job. I don't like to share details about my employer in a public forum, but I'm very fortunate and I really do enjoy my job. Leave it at that. So that's the plan for that, and nothing really. It's just sitting here in my room. I didn't do anything. I literally, I worked a little bit on ChatGPT. I played the guitar, and I've tried. And I had a marathon Bridgerton watching festival. Yumiko and I are just about to finish up Offline Love, a Japanese real, like a real world type of a drama of romance. We're about to finish that up, and we want to start Bridgerton season 4. But I needed to catch up and watch Bridgerton season 3, and I did it. I sat here and I binge watched the whole thing yesterday and enjoyed every minute of it with my little dog by my side, watching one episode after another of Bridgerton, and it was really fun. Nothing challenged me. It was an easy day. It was a fun day, actually. Yeah. Oh, I did one other thing yesterday that was interesting. I was interviewed by a podcast that deals with Americans, largely Americans retiring abroad. And so they find different people who are living in retirement, like in like Costa Rica or Vietnam or different places. And I get to be the Japan representative for that. So I got that interview yesterday. It was a very good interview. I really enjoyed it. Well, that should be released on that particular YouTube channel within a couple of weeks. I'll share that when it comes out. That's it. Going over my creed, it consists of 8 objectives and 35 principles. Let me check something here. I think I might have turned the chat off. I'm having trouble with the chat settings. I just hit a button because I didn't see any chat messages come through. So sometimes that indicates that I've got it turned off. I don't mean to ever turn it off. I don't want to ever change the settings. But YouTube has some funny settings on its chat that somehow my fumble fingers managed to touch. So it should be working now, hopefully. My creed, which again is in my book, can be well, there's 8 objectives and 35 principles. The 8 objectives are: number 1, I warned you I'd talk about it, to be at all times ready for death. This means simply that I have to have my affairs in order, my relationships in good shape, and my life's work should be complete. Number 2 is to make good and effective use of my. See, that wasn't painful. 2 is to make good use of my time. 3 is to develop and maintain my objectives and principles. 4 is to cultivate good emotional reactions. 5 is to perform good actions relative to my values. 6 is to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully. Hello, Claude. Thank you for chiming in the audio and visual art. Good. I appreciate that. Um, 6 is to recognize my true limits. 7 is to do just one thing at a time. And 8 is to achieve and maintain a state of balance. Now, I need to read one of those. Today, I'm going to read the objective titled Performing Good Actions. It's a very slight one. It's on page 250 of the hardbound edition. Perform good actions. My deeds should be worthy of a life spent working to pass each day as an improvement, not only for myself and my family, but also for those with whom we share life now, as well as those in the future who will receive this common inheritance. Simple way of applying life in a worthwhile manner for both ourselves and for the benefit of both ourselves and others. One thing at a time. I feel like today I'm going to wrap things up pretty quickly. My plans for today are to go back to downtown and have the English club. It's really simple. I mentioned it before. I'll probably throw a video in there, maybe an episode 4 of my ongoing tax situation to add to the Retiring in Japan playlist. Okay, that's it. Well, and I see just one comment, so that's it. I think I am done for today. Wrapping it up in under 10 minutes. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody is well. I wish everyone the best. Be safe, but not too safe, and maybe see you tomorrow. Take care.